you're gonna bail. What? Oh my God. I'm so fucking hyped, man. I wish we had the whole series right now. Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing Fate Strange Fake. We started it last week doing episode 0 and 1, and it is really good. If you haven't seen those, I will link them somewhere. Definitely check them out. I pretty much explain my background with Fate is like Fate Stay Night, Fate, and what is that? Fate Zero. Those are the only series that I've seen with the Fate series, and with that background, I kind of went straight into this, and I recognized some things, but was confused about some things as well. But it's been really fun so far, so I can't wait to continue it. I'm glad that I don't have to wait as long as you guys did, so I definitely feel for you, because after I watched episode 0 and 1, all I wanted was more, and you guys were only getting an episode a year, so I'm glad we're getting a full season. If you are new, make sure you subscribe. We are doing a bunch of shows, including as of recording today, we are doing like 4 or 5 new shows that come out. It's going to be, I think, the busiest day I've had on my channel, maybe ever. So if you haven't subscribed, definitely do it. Smash that like button, hit that notification bell, and let's go ahead and start. Of course. That's the easiest name to say. That is a little confusing. Yeah, see, that's another thing. There's definitely going to be a lot of mystery in this. So is that... Which Einsburn is that? That's not a grown-up... I mean, it's been forever since I watched those series, so I don't think it's like the one from not Fate Zero, that Fate Stay Night. But also that has like multiple endings and scenarios, so I don't even some she would like live and some that so I'm wondering in that case what who that is, because if it is a grown-up version of the one I'm thinking of, that would be pretty crazy, but I feel like it's not. No, actually, now that I'm just thinking about it, if I remember with the Einsburns, there were like I said, remind me in the comments if I'm wrong here, but I remember homunculus or something, they were created, or there was something to do with they were created or something. They had all kind of a similar look, if I remember right. So they could have just created another one or something. Like I said, please correct me and scream that I'm wrong in the comments if I'm wrong, because like I said, it's been years and years. I mean, you're in Nevada, you're in Vegas, fake Vegas or whatever. Man, these guys are just hanging out in the casino, hanging out at Caesars, chilling at the strip. Something I never would have thought of. Fucking Gil just hanging out there. I mean, Yeah, and as we saw, like the battle from episode 0, there's a connection there between those two. It seems like there's like an actual, like, as you guys know, I only have only a couple series I've seen. You guys kind of said that there's more information about them in other series. So I don't really have I don't know much about it, but there's a connection with them from their original lives or something. So that's kind of interesting. But what I was trying to say was, like, when it comes to him, it really feels like because in Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero, I've seen like him in both. And when it comes to how he's handled and how he handles things, he can become, he's pretty, like, I guess it matters who his master is and stuff, but he's pretty on his own program. And most of the time. So it's like, it's nice to see him. I feel like because there's somebody for him to fight and he has like more interest in this, it feels like we're going to get a different version of him in this. Like, it really does feel like it's bringing out I don't want to say a different personality, but he feels more, I don't know. We've just seen him. I'm used to him a different way from the other series and, being used by, a fucking asshole and shit. So it's interesting to see him with somebody like her.
仮にお前が自らの意思でこの俺をサーバントとして利用しようというのならば、少しは底意地を晒す覚悟をすることだな。黒にすべてだ。俺も黒に全部だ。
That's usually never a good idea.
あんたの運を分けてもらおうと思っただけだ。これから大仕事なんで景気づけにな。
Oh, I fucking suck at roulette.
ただの雑種ではなさそうだ。名乗るがいい。ハンザ・セルバンテス。この聖杯戦争の監督役だ。よろしく頼む。
It's so hard to trust. It's so hard to trust anybody that's supervising. I'm scarred from previous Fate series. Like Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero. I'm scarred from anyone in that position. It feels like something is gonna go wrong in that position in some way. Like during the Grail War, it feels like destined for that to happen. Now, I would be pleasantly surprised if, like, I would love a good version, like, or somebody that's like legitimately not too bad in that spot, like, or maybe even helping like the main character or something like that. I wouldn't mind something like that, maybe just because I've just seen the opposite, but I don't know. I got some doubts.
確かに俺は調子に乗っていたな。豪華絢爛な舞台の上に呼び出されて意気高揚していたのは事実だ。オペラハウスの修繕費用を調べることだ。With
what money? Or maybe you have something to sell.
なんなら君が出資してくれてもいいぞ。恩は忘れない。いい加減に。ただとは言わない。手品を見せることができる。すごいぞ。驚くぞ。
Magic trick?
今から俺が消える。
Oh my god. So you're gonna bail? What? Oh my god. Oh. Oh, he didn't. I thought he actually was gonna bail.
君たちをどうにかすることもできた。これは俺なりの君たちへの敬意だ。夜明けとともに俺は消える。それまでは君たちの拘束に従おう。まあ、今のうちにどうごまかすかを考えておいた方がいいぞ。なんなら俺も一緒に考えようか。
どうやら聖杯戦争の秘匿という意識は皆無らしい。中の3人には暗示で記憶処理をしておけ。
Ain't that convenient? But you gotta have something like that for like a war like this, the Grail Wars. Oh, she was... Oh, God. What is she haunted by? What is this girl's past?
随分と疲れた顔をしているな。そう驚くな。霊体化すれば壁ぐらい抜けられる。取り調べが一旦休憩になってね。君の様子を見に来たんだ。
That's actually kind of scary.
干渉しないでくれって言ったはずだけど。
君は俺のマスターじゃないんだろ？
そうだよ。私はあなたのマスターなんかじゃない。
なら君の命令に従う必要はないということだな。つまり俺
Uh,
は君に干渉し放題というわけだ。身の回りの世話をやるから覚悟しろよ。君のタトゥーに仕込まれた術式のせいだと思うが、本来霊樹を持っていた魔術師の代わりに君と魔力のパスがつながってしまったらしい。
huh.
つまりマスターとサーバントの関係でもないのに、君と俺は一連卓勝になってしまったというわけだ。
何それ。そんなのあの人
That is odd.
君がいなければ魔力を得られずすぐに消滅していただろうな。恩に着るよ。ありがとう。
But what does that mean, though? Like, if they're not okay, obviously she has command spells, but they're technically not bound like that, like the normal way. So does that mean he could betray? I mean, I guess that they can betray regardless, but like she can still use command spells. So like people can still. I mean, we've seen fucking servants kill. Like, you know, we've seen some shit. So like it doesn't mean that's impossible, but at the same time, he doesn't seem like that type of person. Like, first off, but also, I don't know. Like, I'm curious on like what the differences are going to be compared to a normal master servant thing. Like, what is the difference?
それは断る。世話を焼くぞ。おせっかいもしよう。君が泣いて嫌がってもいろいろと助けてやる。俺と魔力の線がつながっている以上、自然と狙われることになる。
最悪だね。
そうでもないさ。敵に捕まって処刑されるよりはまだマシだろ。
あんた極端だね。
よく言われるよ。俺のことはとりあえずセイバーと呼んでくれ。恩人に名乗らぬままなのは不名誉ではあるが、いずれ木を見て神名を教えよう。君も教えてくれないか。
True name, huh?
場所にいたのか。そのタトゥーは、いや、すまない。まずは君の名前を教えてくれ。
So who is he then? Because he said, so the weird thing is, I feel like I'm going to pause a lot in this show, but like, he said that like, I think the one telling thing was talking about like him saying he was, I forgot the actual word, but like, it was phrased like he wasn't Arthur, but he like, look, I don't know. It was just one thing he said when he was talking last episode about either like looking up. It was like in a way of like looking up to or in some way to Arthur. And it was said like he wasn't Arthur, but it looked up to or something like that, which makes me think, who is this guy then? If he's not like, because that was already odd in the first place. That's why I thought it was like an alternate version of like our old, you know, Saber. But also like she looks like the whole thing's confusing to me. But all I can get from this is the dude's not Arthur. Obviously, it's somebody else. So like, who is he?
君は
ハンザ・セルバンテス、スノーフィールド中央教会に派遣された監督役だ。っておいて白を切るつもりならそれも結構。あんたがサーバントを失っても逃げ込む場所がなくなるだけのことだ。仕事が減って助かる。あんたが時計塔とは無縁のはぐれ者だということはすでに分かっている。ついでに言うなら、警察組織内で30人前後の不自然な人材収集をやらかしているはずだ。
He definitely knows a lot, as he should.
ここまで調べ上げているとは大したものだ。
あんたらはもう儀式の秘匿に失敗してるようだな。出ることなら挨拶も済ませたい。
いいだろう。どのみちここで話すことでもあるまい。
Everything about this Holy Grail war feels like it's going off the
知
rails.
れない連中の腹渡に飛び込む気はない。
その用心深さは認めるが、このロビーがすでに私の腹渡の中だとは考えなかったのか？
What?
人払いの魔術か。
教会はどこまで情報を掴んでいる？君に黙秘権はない。供述が法廷に持ち込まれることもない。
Oh
ド
God.
ラマの見過ぎじゃないか所長殿。教会を敵に回すのは得策じゃないぞ。俺は君たちに手も足も出そうもないが。
Okay, so we've seen some crazy shit already happen. Is it a possibility that they could, like, they're supposed to be overseeing it? We've seen some crazy things from previous series. Like, could they kill off this guy or somebody so there's no one? Because this Grail War is already feeling fucked. Like, there's already, like, everything that could go wrong feels like it's already going wrong. So if you kill off this guy that's supposed to be like, look, you know, they're in the church and they're supposed to be like, I feel like that's a possibility. Does anybody else feel that? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
善良な一般市民を脅かさないでくれ。大声を出して泣きわめくぞ。
Also, he's got a interesting personality for somebody in the church.
キャスター、貴様なぜこの番号を？
今すぐそこから逃げな兄弟。それか全力で迎え撃つ準備をしとけ。
Oh shit.
今そこにやべえのが向かったぜ。
Good thing he was paying attention.
貴様の仲間か？
俺の仲間が来るなら正面玄関か裏口だ。空の上じゃない。
Oh, so somebody else? Who the? Oh shit. Oh no, it's her.
今のがあんたのサーバントか、所長殿。
貴様、監督役の領分を超えているぞ。
か弱い一般市民を脅してきた権力者へのささやかな抵抗ってやつだ。
何今の音。
さて、誰かが宝具を使ったみたいだな。
Huh.
あんた魔法も使えるの？
魔法じゃない、魔術さ。
Mage
よ
craft.
くわからないんだけど。
そもそもこれは俺が出したわけじゃないしな。
あ、ちょっと。
Yeah, that kind of like, I mean, or like there's been hints already, but it like Arthur was never able to do. Was Arthur ever able to do mage? Obviously, he learned from. Well, I'm thinking traditionally, thought learned from Merlin, but I never thought of him as a caster. And then the original, Arturia with Saber. I don't remember her ever really utilizing magic. Definitely not like that. Like, so it's very obvious he's definitely somebody else, but I just don't know, at least from like when I think of lore in that type of world, round table, all that, I can't think of anybody.
この警察署はあちこちに結界が張られているそうだ。
いるそうだって。よくわからないけど、警察署に魔術師がいるの？
おそらくな。さっきの振動がもし他のサーバントの襲撃だとしたら、おいおい、そういうことは先に言ってくれ。それなら扉を切ってすぐに出ていた。
誰と話してるの？
What? Who is he talking
独
to?
り言みたいなものと思ってくれ。今いた独房
What the fuck? Is there somebody else that we're not seeing that he can see right now? Or is he just insane?
サーバント。
God, I'm so fucking hyped, man. I wish we had the whole series right now.
驚いたか？宝具を持つのがサーバントって定石があるんなら、それを崩すのが作家の仕事ってもんさ。
一般職員は避難させました。結界を発動させたので、多少の騒ぎは隠匿できます。野営を巡れ、ザバーニーよ。
Oh fuck. Yeah, there's gonna be some death.
恐れるな。ロビーを破壊しても構わん。何としても奴を制圧する。
But how? Whoa. Yeah, what is that? You summoned monsters from your gun?
ザバーニー。
何を？
What the fuck?
魔術回路を暴走させたのか。
後ろです。
こいつも複数の
I guess some summoning magic or something. man.
君のマスターは相当な魔力量を持つ魔術師。
We're eating good this season, everybody.
マスターなどいない。
何？
魔術師に仕える気もない。聖杯も望まない。私は偉大なる先達を惑わしたこの聖杯戦争そのものを打ち砕く。
バカなことを言うな。魔力供給もなくそんな戦い方をしていたならば、君はとっくに消滅するはずだ。
Yeah, that, well.
なかなかに私の泥仕合だ。
What the fuck?
いかなる手品か知らんが、まさか人の身で英霊に挑むとはなんとも身の程知らずと思ったが、なかなかにいい勝負になりそうじゃないか。おとなしくしろ。しかしだ、困るんだ。そんないい勝負の末に納得するような死に方じゃ。
So it has to be horribly? Oh, Jesus! Or
左手もちぎればもっと面白い痛がり方をする。
that was so fast and so clean. What the fuck?
ケーキさえずるな。気持ち悪い。
Dude just fucking ripped the goddamn sword! And it
間違いなく宝具と呼ぶべき一品だな。私の名はジェスター・カルトゥーレ。
That's an appropriate
マ
name.
スターとして君のすべてを肯定し、人ならざる使徒として君のすべてを奪い去るものだ。
Jesus.
人だと。
Dead apostle.
使徒ときたか。吸血鬼かマジか。こいつはますます面白くなってきんが。
I feel like apostles have been mentioned before. Like maybe I'm, oh God, I could be thinking of a different show or something, but it, you know, I've only seen Zero and Stay Night. Has an apostle been said before in that series? Maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, it's been years. So let me know in the comments, but let's just talk about that introduction right there of everybody showing up. Now we saw in episode 0 how that person, you know, was hiding and then became, you know, showed that look and became that person. Well, that was, I guess, their original look in the first place or whatever. But we saw how that happened. And now we have we assassin and everything. But man, seeing them in action and seeing what he can do, like even more extreme than his original introduction, he's fucking scary. Because just like he said right there, like, you know, pretty much scary as a master, but like probably even more scary, and you should fear him even more as just a fucking threat in general. It seems like he can do a lot of shit on his own, regardless.
この心臓が覚えている。苛烈なる口づけにも似たあの手のひらの感触。まさしくハートをわしづかみにされたよ。
こんな魔物の魔力を私は分かっていた。
This Grail War is fucked.
真理の敵。
But how can you can't do that though? Yeah.
可能な限りこの町から離れた場所へと転移。
What the fuck? A master and servant that want to fight each other. Like,
勘違いするな。俺が英霊より強いというわけじゃない。つまるところ英霊とは人類史を肯定するもの、人間世界のルールを守るものだ。
he seems pretty close,
我
though.
ら使徒は人類史を否定するもの。君たちのルールを汚すために存在してきた。
So you're way more powerful than
相性の
normal.
問題だ。もちろん。同じ宝具でもサーバントが使うなら話は別だがな。君たちに足りないものが何かわかるか。
Strength?
強さか。
尊さだ。宝具に頼ろうとする。
Oh, that's how he sees
尊
it.
さはない。私には尊さを教えることはできないが、儚さは教えてやれる。
He defies
今から
logic.
この武器ですらないもので貴様らが信頼している象徴とやらの頭を叩き潰そう。 くまで人として一矢報いるつもりか。だが無駄な覚悟だ。私には何一つ届かんよ。
Is somebody gonna show up? Yeah.
何一つ
Yeah.
届かないね。
I knew it.
コー
Somebody.
ヒーは届いたな。
What? What? Dude. My original thought is, oh, he got stabbed by somebody that showed up. But it's just like, oh, oops, my coffee. I accidentally spilled my coffee. You're having like this crazy ass, like, fucking, I'm going to defeat you. You're only human speech. Oops, my coffee. Sorry about that. I need to see that for a second. Hold on. I just want to, yeah, he spilled his coffee or whatever. That's so funny. It looks like blood from the shot, but that stopping somebody using like some crazy ass attack, that's got to be a first. Coffee has distracted the enemy enough to not use their fucking final attack. Okay, that episode was insane. And with episode 0 and 1 pretty fresh in my brain since I only watched it last week, check it out if you haven't yet. That felt like very like we're pretty much like we had episode 0 with that crazy ass fight. And episode 1 was kind of setting everything up with some fights as well, but this one, like, we're getting like there's gonna be no fucking like slowdown with this. I feel like maybe we'll have like an episode or two, or or two of like maybe it'll get chill for a minute, or maybe a lot of exposition or dialogue or whatever. But I think this is going to be like no chill show. We're gonna like fuck action, and as I expect that. I expect us to get into some fights like that, the servants to get into it, the masters to get into it. That's what I love about the Fate series in general, and oh man, it's gonna be fun. I honestly, these characters are already like, I think that's one thing I really can say about Fate in general from what I've seen so far with the the couple series I've seen. Like they know how to write really good characters that you care about, and then you can the master and servant relationships. They're always everybody's got their own different direction. There's always something crazy going on or whatever. Some you think that are going to be at odds or like not work together very well or whatever can be like the best of friends, and then you could see the opposite too, and you could see like servant and master like fight each other or hate each other, or we see that people kill each other off. It's just it's a unpredictable setup, and I fucking love it. Anyway, if you're new, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. We are watching this every week. And definitely check out the Patreon if you want to watch the uncut, unfiltered version of this. Exclusive shows I do over there. I'm looking for a Fate series to react to since there's so many I haven't seen over on Patreon. So if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments, and definitely go join over there. I appreciate you guys watching these, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.